Welcome back, guys, to Trails to Azure, where last episode, our Chapter 1 Day 2 patrol continued into the admin district, where after being told of a meeting taking place between Uncle Miles and Nielsen later on, we started our first urgent quest, Ostensible Ownership, asked to check the current occupants and ownership of several properties across the city. We started by heading to Bond's old house and found the joyriding gang within, who had bought it on a whim to be a base for their rich boy hijinks, before we talked to the Bond family to find they were settling in well to their new circumstances, being closer than ever. We then entered the Fishing Guild building where the Imperial Fishing Club's Lake Lord III had taken over, and now meet with our old club to find out more.
Is it true that building in the back of the alley is up for sale? These scary men in black used to stand in front of the place all the time a while back. Wonder what the new owners will be like. How did you not know who they were, Eris, when you spent all your time here and you walk up the alleyway? Is it true? How did you not know? It's tough putting in customers on rainy days like these. Talk about putting it down from business, Well, that said, this is one of the sheltered parts of the district, so you'd have thought you'd actually get some people coming. Oh, wow, did I sleep like a log just now? I always come to go around after I'm done with my hostess work. It's comfy and quiet here, so it lets me get my 8 hours of rest in. Wait, do you have a place? Do you have a home? Do you have a bed? Actually, Eric around lets me get my 8 hours of rest in. And Eric, he just keeps quiet and goes with the flow. Places don't get much cozier than this. I just wonder about your back. I guess that's a good sleeping posture for you. It's looking more and more likely that Ravash's old compound is going to end up in Hayway's hands. Once that happens, they'll gain a significant foothold in Crossbell's underworld. Given the state's current condition, I doubt much can be done to stop them. Can it not, Neil? Hayway is rising to prominence in the criminal world even as we speak. Not much can be done to stop them, that's for sure. Right, guys, what's up? Hey, Lloyd, glad to see you made it. Sorry to drag you out all this way. Now that we're all here, though, it's time to begin the meeting. The meeting of the Fishermen. First, we have to fill you in on the details, Lloyd. Truth is, our guild branch has been on hiatus these last few months, so you can think of it as a self-imposed suspension. Suspension? Yep, it's because the man behind that horrible incident, Yochim, was one of our members. Ah! Yes! Oh my god! He not only brought the name of Fishers to disrepute with me, but he also brought the name of all Fishers into disrepute. Oh my god! Once the dust settled, we all decided to take some time off to re-examine ourselves. These actions were his own. You should feel responsible for them. Sure, we weren't directly involved in the incident and certainly didn't do anything criminal. But Yoshim was still one of our own, a guild brother. And yet not once did we see any sign of the sinister man plotting beneath the surface. In all honesty, we owe a heavy debt to society for failing to notice. Kurdan. I mean, he just fished. Well, let's set that aside for now. About a week ago, I received a notice from the real estate agency that manages our building. Perhaps it was because of our hiatus, but they claimed the property was abandoned and declared our contract null and void. They then informed us that they'd signed a new contract with the Imperial Fishing Club. Were you still paying? We tried getting in contact with the Imperial Fishing Club ourselves, but it didn't go well. And when we dropped by the branch today, their representative was in there acting like he owned the place. I mean, sure, that's what the contract says, but we didn't learn the truth about it until today. The rest you already know, Lloyd. This is a little more complicated than I was expecting, but I think I understand the situation. Yes, our building has been usurped by the Imperial Fishing Club, headed by the heir of the Lake Lord Company himself. As a fellow angler, I take no issue with them wanting to expand their horizons, but not at our expense, and especially not through the use of coercion. I don't even understand why they hate us so much in the first place. It's harassment, plain and simple. Still, what can we even do about it? Other than bide our time, nothing for now. Still, we can't just sit back and let this spell the end of the Fisherman Guild's Crossbell branch. So while it was shorter than I would have liked, we have no other choice but to end our hiatus. Then in that case, the Crossbell branch of the Fisherman's Guild is officially back in business. Nice, I've been waiting for this. However, all members will be starting over at the amateur fisher rank. What? This is how we're doing this, is it? I'm also going to have to suspend the rank certification exam too. Huh? Wait, hold on a second. You can't be serious, can you? I mean, I'm a master fisher. Not anymore, you aren't. We're kicking things off with a clean slate, no exceptions. All that hard work. Oh, now, it's not so bad, Copan. You'll move up the ranks in no time once the exams returns. Easy for you to say. You stalled out with the hobbyist fisher rank. Okay, let's settle down, Copan. I know how he feels, though. I worked myself all the way up to being Crossbell's divine angler. To make up for it, I'll supply you all with some new fishing gear. Here, boys, take these. A primary rod. A fishing notebook. Earthworms and dumplings. And it's a little bonus for you, Lloyd, since you were our divine angler. 20 earthworms and 20 dumplings. Wow, thanks, Kanan. Alright, I'll just leave you guys to it. As for me, I'm going to get to work on finding us a new office. Let's meet up again soon. We can share any updates we have then, especially if they're about what the Imperial Fishing Club's up to. Yeah, got it. Well, that took a while, but we finally got to the bottom of what's happening at the old Fisherman's Guild building. Yeah, we've done all we can on this end. Let's get back to investigating the rest of the addresses on our list. Which is just downtown, right? Various locations you will find fishing spots marked by ripples on the water's surface. Upon inspecting one, we can choose a rod and bait, then have Lloyd cast his line. When the exclamation mark pops up, quickly press A to reel in Lloyd's catch. Be careful, the fish can get away with the bait. That it can. Do you think they're still in here? Just convene here. It seems like a good place. Now that that's settled, I better get back to fishing. No light drizzle's going to keep me from the open waters. I'll start by finding a new office to restart our fishcapades. Let's exchange info if any new developments turn up, Lloyd. Fishcapades, eh? Darn that late Lord the Third. We can't let him get away with this. I don't care how good a fishery is. That guppy's a disgrace to anglers everywhere. It's war, I tell you. Of course, we've already taken the working man's diet. But I'll double check just in case. Okay, so downtown district, which means we can, you know, hit two birds with one. What is the start of that sentence? Two birds with one stone. Is it just two birds? I just suddenly went, what is the start of this sentence? That's what we're gonna do. Two birds with one stone. I mean, is it just two birds with one stone? Probably. Man, why'd have to rain a day? Makes me wish it was drizzling juice instead, and I could open wide and drink up until my belly burst. We'd also get really sticky and all the bugs would come in, the killer bugs, and they'd kill us. Think about it. Man's belly was full of juice, it'd jiggle every time he moved. Just like his dad's after he drinks a bunch of beer. Yes, your dad is the secret I want to figure out. Kill two birds with one stone. Well, I don't want to be that mean. It still doesn't feel right walking into a place like this shady as a police officer. Yeah. I completely agree. No matter how many times we come here, I never get used to it. Regardless, let's ask Ashleigh if she knows anything about the man we met. Ah, that's why we were coming here. I don't like rain. It's cold and wet and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Is this just a repurposed Skywalker? Say, you think you could kill a rain cloud if you shot it with an orbital cannon? Kill a cloud? What do you even say to a question like that? I don't know where to begin. For science, we should try this out. That is definitely just Anakin Skywalker. Fine, maybe an orbital cannon won't do much to a rain cloud, but how about an orbital bomb? Do you have one? Are you telling the police that you have an orbital bomb? So you can make it evergreen. But, like, Stellar Pendulum 1, it's not too hard to obtain. 10 new materials, we've got 7. An Emerald, and a Midnight Delight. I'm assuming they're both foods. Maybe? I don't know. Purga Tofu, for example. Oh, it looks like one fish, one food? Piranha. Impulse Popcorn. Jiggly Pudding. Turbo Fry. Rainy is a fish. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some of these already. But we're a bit far off that. And there's nothing else to trade at this point. Back again already, SSS. What did you need? Something from me? Yes, Ashleigh, there's something we'd like your perspective on. As an arms dealer, I mean. Yeah, and what would that be? You come to ask me what Sal and his buddies are up to. So you know about that too. But no, it's about a different matter entirely. A huge one-eyed man with red hair. Do you know anything? We suspect he's connected to the underworld one way or another. That description fits a few people I might know, but given what's going on in Crossbell right now... is it that bad? Well, I was just thinking about who it could be. Worst case scenario. You kiddies wouldn't have a chance in hell of matching him in a fight. No chance at all. So, does that mean he really is a terrorist or a Jaeger? Eh, who can say? If he's who I think he is, and that makes him a former client of mine. And if there's one thing I value, it's customer confidentiality. But, if he's a terrorist, we have a duty to act. Even Crossbell has laws to protect against the threat of terrorism. I'm gonna have to ask you again. What do you know? Lloyd. Eh, not bad. Your guy's kid brother, yeah? You got that same spark in your eyes. You knew my brother, Ashleigh? I'm sure you know that Dudley comes by here every now and then. Before him, there was another detective who was crazy enough to keep tabs on the downtown district. He was a hell of a man. Shame he ain't with us anymore. In honor of that muttonhead, I'll throw you a bone just this once. My worst case scenario isn't that he's a terrorist, not by the letter of the law, but he is dangerous, like a man-eating tiger. Man-eating tiger? Not the sort you'd find behind a circus cage, I'm guessing. Well, I can't say for sure whether it's really him. You said the man you saw was alone, yeah? The guy I'm thinking of would usually be with his subordinates or a companion. Subordinates? That sounds more like a military organization. Yeah, that's all you're getting from me. You'll have to figure the rest out for yourselves. Fine. Thanks for your help, Ashleigh. Can I think of it? Where are Red and Micro? Red and Micro? She must mean Randy and Tio. They're on personal assignments right now, so they haven't come back to the SSS yet. It'll be a little while longer before they can join us. Got it. Don't have a clue what Micro's up to. But I got a beat on Red. He's helping out with the CGF's rehab training, isn't he? Wait, how do you know that? Nice flex, Ashleigh. Listen, when you run a shop like this, you get to know these things. Is something wrong? Nah, forget it. As long as you guys keep your noses to the grindstone, that's what matters. Keep up the pace so you don't fall behind Red when he gets back, you hear? Sure, I guess. You're barking up the wrong tree if you think you're going to get any more out of me. I ain't confident in the intel, and even if I was, I'm under no obligation to tell you. You do some real detective work and try sniffing out the rest on your own. I mean, I think the situation's fairly evident. Wait, you were downstairs this whole time? Still drizzling, huh? Mama, did you unpack the new goods that came in yesterday? There's no need to rush in this weather. More importantly, Jingo, did you see anyone strange when you went out earlier? Strange? Crossbell's full of weirdos, Mama. Well, that sister who bought a mountain of bread, or that tourist guy with the sandals. And don't forget Wazi, he's the weirdest of the bunch. Well, alright. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm sure he would have brought that daughter of his if he really came to Crossbell. Just not been seen yet. So that was Nine Valley Exchange. Definitely leaves an impression on you. She totally dodged our question though. True, but we have to understand that shops like Nine Valley have a code of honor to uphold. I'm grateful she told us as much as she did. Same here. She also has described the man she was thinking of as a tiger. He's not a terrorist, and there's a good chance he's a Jaeger. Makes sense, but I also wouldn't expect a Jaeger to be alone. Should we report this to the chief? Yeah, it's a good call. If only Randy were here. If anyone could help us out with pinning down a potential Jaeger, it's him. Anyway, we should go take care of any support requests we have left before returning to the SSS building. Indeed we should. And in fact, because we did a dialogue that seems incredibly important, my car's here. Hey, wait. Why can't I not fast travel right now? Stop right there. What? Is that Wald? Who's this guy? He's the leader of a gang here called the Saber Vipers. How's it going, Wald? I heard you haven't been hanging around your crew as much. Shut the hell up. It's none of your damn business. Unlike you'll want to talk, you bastard. Where'd you get off signing up to be put on the CPD's leash? How are you trying to pull here? Not much of anything, really. The testaments are fine with it. No one else is objecting, right? Don't screw with me, damn it. You said you could just bail on out of here without settling things with Wald Wales. You really think that's gonna fly? Think again. Wald, slow down. It isn't like that at all. Stay out of this! I don't know what the hell you're after getting in bed with the goddamn cops, Wazzy. You know just as well as I do. There ain't no way in hell you're walking out of here alive. This isn't going well. Wald. Wazzy, it's fine. I'll handle this. You understand, don't you, Wald? It should be obvious by now. The Testaments, the Saber Vipers, they gave us places to be, but they aren't places to stay. Not forever. What? I founded the Testaments to stop the Saber Vipers from taking the downtown district over for themselves. Looking back, those little Testaments of mine have grown a lot. Now, even without me there, they can hold their own and keep your guys in check. My job here is already done. You son of a bitch. That's not all. One day I know the other members will outgrow the gang as well. They'll leave this life behind and find their own paths. There's no doubt in my mind. Wazzy. Oh, Wazzy. The Saber Vipers are no different. Sure, you guys are rough around the edges, but you have heart and spirit. The whole mafia wasn't able to sway you. Do you get it now, Wald? Even you. You've got to find your path one day, too. Never thought I'd hear schmaltzy garbage like that spew out of your mouth. Quit flapping your lips already. You're the ones who kept on calling this place holy ground. I ain't about to let you get away with defiling it. Very well. Wazzy, wait. Stand back, Lloyd. This is a beating I have to deliver myself. Looks like you still got some balls after all. I'm gonna curb stomp your ass straight into the ground. That'll wake you up if it doesn't kill you first. Enough talk. Huh? What the? Wald? This one's for real.
Damn it!
What level are we right now? My HP's jumped a fair bit. I think I'll battle scope here. This is Wald. Leader of the Saber Vipers, superhuman strength shows in his great physique. Oh. He really means it. Oh my god. Timmy, whatever you want. Oh, Wald. I kinda... Wait, what? I'm not allowed to even craft him. Oh, what the hell? This is different. No, that's different because I was doing the wrong thing. Never mind. Bye, Wald. You bastard. Don't tell me you've had that in your back pocket this whole damn time. I'm no Randy when it comes to playing things close to my chest, but I knew that was a cheap shot. Still, I didn't hold anything back this time. That's my final act of good faith to you. Damn you, Wazzy. Goodbye, Wald. I've had fun these last 2 years. Cut the bullshit. This ain't over yet. Get back here! You really think I'm gonna let you walk away from me? Wazzy! Oof. Wazzy? Wazzy, are you okay? Sorry you guys had to see that. I think I got a little carried away back there. That's not usually my style. Sure, but... No, never mind. It happens to the best of us. I don't understand why things have to be the way they are between you two. Having said that, I respect the way you handled yourself back there. Yeah, me too. I'm sure Wald will understand someday. I hope you're right. Sorry for taking up our time. Let's get back to the support requests. Oh, I didn't change anything in the downtown district though. I've now missed stuff. Ah! I didn't realize that I obviously was not storing things correctly in my brain. Yeah, they still got the same dialogue. I was going to go somewhere. Yeah, that's where I was going to go. I was like, oh, this does seem very story eventish, so I should probably check back to see if anything's going on here. Okay, so Nielsen isn't here yet. I would like this meeting. I'm guessing it's probably after all our urgents. Yes, from Wald's view, Wazzy just spat all over their rival these past few years. It was all built upon a lie. A sham. When your rival is no longer even remotely your rival. Wow, that fight was so intense. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Was that one of the street fights the gang kids always talking about? Hey, wait a second, Van. You weren't even sitting down. The edge of the seat comment. Well, those are the only two who'd have seen it. Yeah, no one else here has new dialogue. Just the guys out there. Well, that was way more story eventish than I thought was going to happen. Seem a little pale, Wazzy. Is everything alright? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Very well. The way these two talk to each other is pretty no frills, isn't it? It's almost as if they have an unspoken understanding. Should you ever require aid, Wazzy, simply give the order. Feel like I might miss dialogue here. And rainy days never fail to get me down. Or at least with that bus. My hair's a mess when it's this humid. Why can't the weather just be normal? Pretty much just with a bus. You can play billiards as much as you want if no one's using the table, but you'll have to buy a drink first, paying customers only. Good rule keeping. I feel a bit sorry for Wald as well. This rain is making it hard to run errands. Now I've got mud all over me. I'm going to have to change before I start cooking. Yeah, not much changing here. Dan's been giving me tips on how to mix up some cocktails. It's pretty involved, but I'm having a good time with it. And no one else actually really knows. Only a boss kind of noticed a change in Wazzy. The change in Wazzy was that he gained, like, 3,000 more HP plus. I think his EP stayed the same. He also got very chonky. He was wrecking them fools. It costs 1 new material to upgrade this weapon, so I'm just going to use it. What is 1 new material, right? The Moliere. Not 2. How am I messing this up? There we go. Modded orbital gun with improved grip, power, and stability. Got yourselves a real spell of rain today. Or got ourselves. Couldn't give a crap about getting wet, but moisture is the mortal enemy of any precision instrument. And if you've ever fiddled around with mechanical parts, you know precision is key. There you go. New gun. Nothing going on. Is the kid still cleaning when it's raining? No. Good. I was worried about that. What happens if I go to Ignis now? Oh, Ignis is open. I think we're better off staying away from Ignis for a while. Yeah, it's probably wise. Oh, can I come in here or not? Oh, now I'm really curious. Wait, we could just find out. Let's literally find out, like, right here, right now. Okay? We could just come back to where we were. No, this is curiosity. It's not safe scumming. It's curiosity. Completely different things. I wonder if we could get in to Ignis. Oh, we could! Let's find out what they said. You guys! The SSS and YZ too! I'm guessing you guys haven't seen Wald lately. No? Why? Did something happen to him? Well, don't, Dino. We got nothing to say to a spineless jackass who sold out to the damn cops. Now get the hell out of here if you know what's good for you. As you wish. Wald. I don't think for a second you'll get away with this, YZ. Look, you here, Jed. We got nothing to say to you. Damn, Wald was scaring the crap out of me this morning. Why's he so obsessed with YZ anyway? You think he'd be happy that pain in the ass douchebag skipped downtown? Hey, what's your dumbass maths, Slash? We couldn't get on Wald's level in a million years. You can't just talk smack about him like that. Besides, we should be focusing on how to shake him out of his funk. Yeah, I know. Seriously, man, Wald would have had your ass on a plate if he heard you just now. Okay, I'll shut up, alright? Yeah! Screw them smug-ass testaments. We'll take him down a peg with a vengeance. Woo, hell yeah! So that was all we missed. There wasn't actually any missable. Good. There was some dialogue. Or more to the point, we could get into Ignis. Hey, out of curiosity, we could even check out what Abba said before the fight went down. I can take your order if you would like something to drink. No need to be shy, all you have to do is ask. That sounds easy on paper, but there's something about Abbas that makes him a little hard to approach. That was it. Alright, let's continue on then. We don't want to miss out on stuff, do we? We want to, like, check it out. So, Maison Imelda is still Maison Imelda with the monsters in it. You can never cull the monsters in Maison Imelda. Right, our last destination for this quest, isn't it? Well, if it isn't Gifner, you seem to be doing all right for yourself. How's the business? Good, I hope? It is, thankfully. Everything's going smoothly so far. All right, I brought you a cake as a gift. Please enjoy. Why, thank you kindly. If you're not in a rush, why don't we share some over a cup of tea? I'm glad to see you're still doing well, Terence. Honestly, I couldn't be more grateful to you and everyone else in the building for all you've done. It's great to see you with such high spirits, Gifner. I couldn't be happier for you. Those heists in the downtown district. This should be the place. Wasn't this house? His house? Excuse me, is anyone home? No answer. Is it locked? Yeah, it's bolted tight. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I feel like I can sense someone inside. Really? The old pretend you're not home and maybe they'll go away trick. So what now? Is this the part where we get to barge in without a warrant? Much as I hate indulging you, we may have to consider it if there's no other options. What was that? It's that of someone tipping their hand. Which means your intuition was spot on. Let's give them one more chance. Excuse me, we know you're in there. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Please. Someone's stubborn. You don't suppose they bailed out the window? It'd be a real problem if they did. Wasn't this your place? Or am I imagining it? Are you the ones making all that racket? What's going on here? Oh, sorry about that. We're with the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. We're here to speak with the tenant of this apartment. Do either of you know who lives here? Well, of course I do, but before that, how about you start by telling us what's going on? Sure thing. Lloyd explained that the SSS was investigating suspicious changes of residence. So that's the way of it. You need to ID the resident in this unit here. I think I may owe you all an apology in that case. Why? Well, to tell you the truth, that used to be my apartment not too long ago. That's what I thought. Oh, so you're Giefner then? Yep, I'm the dummy who forgot to submit his change of residence notice. There should still be enough time to get one in, though. So consider the message received. I'll have it done by the end of the day. Thank you, that would be a great help. On that note, would you mind sharing with us why you chose to move? Of course, it was a bit of a twist of fate, actually. I was working as a trader before I screwed up and lost everything a year ago. That's how I wound up here. Recently, an old business associate of mine decided to lend me a hand after hearing about what had happened. They offered me a job in Calvert a couple of weeks ago, and I accepted on the spot. If that's the case, what are you still doing here? Just dropping by. I figured I should thank everyone in the building who supported me when I needed it the most. I don't know where I'd be if not for them. Oh, it was nothing special, my friend. Alright, thanks for being honest with us, Giefner. Now we just need to know more about the new resident. Ah, right. Is there something specific we should know about them? Well, the thing is, this particular tenant situation is a bit, unusual. Let me have a try. Hello, this is Tense. Anybody in there? If you are, mind opening up. These folks here with the police. They're not here to hurt anybody. They just need to identify you. Ah! Open sesame. Do what you have to. Just try not to cause too much of a commotion. Of course. Thanks for your cooperation. Pardon us, sir. Are you here to mock me? Huh? I asked if you came to mock me. I'm sure you love nothing more than to stick it to the illustrious diet. Oh my god! Yeah, okay, no, I get it, Wiz. I'm sure you love nothing more than to stick it to the illustrious diet member who fell off his perch and into the gutters. Wait, I know you. This must be the representative Gable of the Imperial faction. Well, former representative, anyway. You were lying low at St. Ursula after your corruption was exposed, as I recall. So you know my story. Well, you found your man. What are you going to do with me now? I'll have you know, I'm completely broke. Mirrorless. I wouldn't even be able to afford this apartment if not for the mercy of an old acquaintance of mine. Ah, is that why you're here? To use me for what few connections I have left? No, of course not. We're only here to verify who the current occupant of this room is. So just to confirm, Mr. Gable, that current occupant would be you, correct? Yes, you've got the right of it. That's all we need to know. As long as there isn't anything illicit going on here, you're fine. I do have one question, though. Why use such a ridiculous name on your change of residence form? Don't tell me you actually expected to fool anyone with a name like that. It was an instant red flag. That it was, unless we're dealing with the rise of a literal ghostwriter here. Right. Truth is, I've always been a big fan of Sean Arnham's. It was the only name I could come up with when I was staring at the form. That's dumb. Oh, so that's why. It's true that Sean Arnham's work is appropriate for all ages, I suppose. No shame in being young at heart. That's one way to spin it. Shut up! Just leave me be already. You got what you came for, now get out of my house! Yes, please excuse us. I think it's time, Lloyd. Right, we'll be going now. I never expected to run into Representative Gable of all people. All things considered, he may still be better off than some of the other former Diet members. Agreed, the ones who ended up getting arrested in the wake of the cult incident have it way worse. I'd say they got what they deserved, but good luck convincing them of that. Big takeaway here is that your past misdeeds will always come back to haunt you. That's just the way this world works. Still, I'm sure he can turn his luck around if he works hard and mends his old ways. I still have hope that Mr. Gable and all the other ex-representatives can be reformed and find peace. Hopefully, Ernest can do the same, too, one day. Our leader isn't just fearless, he's also oh so compassionate. And on that note, why don't we go grab some drinks at Trinity? We could use a few after all that talking. We're still on duty, you know. Anyway, that takes care of everything we needed to check out downtown. I think we just about wrapped up our investigation, in fact. Let's head back to the Civic Center and give our report. I mean, yeah, the last hours of sweep has had us going in some interesting places. Well, why are you still here? I gave you what you came for, didn't I? If you don't need anything else, then be gone already. Alright, we'll check out the rest of these apartments in the future. I'll be sure to submit that change of residence notice before the end of the day. Sorry to put your kids through all this trouble. I don't mean to tell you how to do your job, but would you mind leaving Gable alone for now? Man's been through a lot. He needs some time to adjust. He does. He had a lot of crazy notions. Let's just go give that in. I think that was everything, wasn't it? Hello, everyone. How goes your investigation of those suspicious addresses? It's all finished, actually. We're here to give you our report. Lloyd handed over the copied change of residence forms with their names corrected. Oh my, you all did a wonderful job. Interesting. 3 Calvardians moved into the residential district while a group of Erebonians moved into East Street. As for the downtown district, what's this? Is something wrong? No, not at all. I just wasn't expecting to see Mr. Gable's name here. I have mixed feelings about it, given how often I used to see him in this building before he fell out of favour. Strange, despite his corruption and everything that happened with the Imperial faction, I just can't bring myself to hate him. I know exactly how you feel. He seemed more like a more straightforward person than most, at least for better or worse. What? He seemed like a more straightforward person than most, at least for better or worse. That sentence doesn't make sense to me. If only the man were half as wholesome as his taste in literature, maybe then he'd be better liked. I suppose I can't disagree. In any case, I believe this wraps up your investigation, SSS. Next step is for Residential Affairs to file the paperwork and sort everything out. Thank you all for your help today. Welcome. We're always happy to be of service. Please let us know if there's ever anything else we can assist with. Ostensible Ownership. Ah, it was then most, was it? How do I,
Yare yare.
Yale yale indeed.
Yosh!
There's a button for last dialogues. Oh, okay, it was the typo that made the sentence all go missing. Okay, we get it now. It was more straightforward person than most, but a typo happened, so then it messed the sentence up. They didn't have a capital letter at the end either. I mean, a full stop. That's what messed it up. Okay, good. At least our brains are correct now. Good work on the investigation today, everyone. Civic Center looks forward to collaborating with you in the future.